how to turn this into this, all made from paper. Hi, my name is Ainur and I design patterns to make 3D paper flowers. Let me show you how I do it. The second flower that I would like freehand cut today is thistle. This spiky, but at the same time quite a fluffy flower, wildflower. And for that I will need a bigger wooden ball, a paper wrapped wire and 2 colors of crepe paper. We put the wire through the hole and we fix it. So this will be our base of the flower, and we're actually going to wrap paper around this wooden ball. Unlike the poppy flower, I haven't made thistle yet, so for me it will be really experimental, really trying something creative. In this video I want to show you the whole creative process from start to end of how I create patterns of my flowers, which can be replicated multiple times once I have the final pattern. And I start in a very creative place, just experimenting and playing with scissors in my hands. The final result might not come out as beautifully as I could envision if I sat down and did, let's say, sketching or planning the design. But at this stage there is no vision, but rather being in the creative flow and feeling where the flow takes you with the process. I filmed making this milk thistle for the first time, all freehand cutting, and it was interesting to see the creative process. However, I was not super happy about the final result. The paper is quite soft and it looks rough. So I then for myself experimented also freehand cutting, and I made the flower, the same flower but with more rigid paper. And I was very happy with the result, especially about this color combination. And I was tempted to make templates so that this flower could be replicated, however many times you want to. In this flower I used a wooden ball for the base of the flower. Here I'm using only paper, and in my final templates it's also only paper and paper wrapped wire. Let me show you the progression of making a template. So this was the first attempt, and as you can see there are not so many spikes at the bottom. So I had to add the spikes. And my final model has a leaf, which I drew on iPad. And now I feel confident enough to make the final flower, and I will be filming it. I haven't made it yet in the correct colors, but I would like to show you me putting it together, templates like that. Let's see what comes out. I go back to Adobe Illustrator to readjust the patterns and prepare the SVG file, which is then imported into Cricut's app. And I am ready to cut the paper by color on my Cricut. This was more of a design work, also very creative, but creatively different, applying the skills and using the programs. And now I return back to working with hands, crafting the flower. This is a very calming process, less creative from a mind space, but rather creating with hands. You are simply enjoying the process of creating, not busy with thinking. It's a mindful process. As you can see, I rolled my spiral shape to make the fluffy flower head, starting from the center to the outside. I'm gluing the rows of spikes, 2 layers, onto the part that will become our spiky base of the flower. And I'm closing off the bottom of the flower base by putting the wire through the holes. Let's add the extra spikes at the bottom and fix the longer ones onto the base to give those extra spikes where it looked empty. The green and the purple parts are glued together. Once the glue is set, it's time to open up the flower. I used 170 thick paper for the green parts and 120 for the purple petals. I am very happy with the final flower, since I went making the video without trying out the final pattern. I was pleasantly surprised with the colors, how well the paper worked for this specific flower, the sturdiness of the construction. But if some parts were still not up to a point, no worries, it's okay to go back to the design part of the creative process and refine the details. And our second flower, milk thistle, is ready. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time!